Hello and welcome. This is Chris Janke. If you don't know me, I am a trainer. I specialize in helping people get rid of chronic back pain through gentle exercises and stretches. And I want to talk about sources of back pain. Now, I looked up online just real quick, and we can see that some of the common sources are muscle strains, herniated discs, arthritis, sciatica, spinal stenosis, which is a narrowing of the spinal column, kidney issues that can get pretty bad, infections, injuries, stress. And these are all definitely causes of pain. But today I wanted to talk about one that's very overarching, and that is posture or alignment, balance. The term posture really just refers to the position of your body. So I have a posture right now, sitting here at this table. I have a posture. This is my posture. Now you can talk about levels of posture and how good someone's posture is relative to the gravity line and how balanced and lined up their spine is. I wanted to talk to you about a concept called tensegrity. And if you are just listening to this, Google this tensegrity, Tensegrity, I think, tensegrity, you'll find it. And then look at some images, and you'll see some images that are sticks that are kind of held together by these rubber bands. This is very similar to our body. Our body has bones and muscles, right? The bones are the sticks and the muscles are the rubber bands. Now, if you have an object that is in perfect tensegrity, then each rubber band will counteract another rubber band or a group of rubber bands, and it will allow it so that none of the sticks are actually touching, and it's kind of perfectly sitting in this position. But as soon as you squeeze a few rubber bands together, and maybe squeeze these over here, you change the shape, you change the position. So you can manipulate the bones or the sticks by tugging on these little rope things, these little rubber bands. Again, if you're not seeing this, then look it up because you can kind of imagine what's happening here with these bones and muscles as a demonstration. Now, this, I don't know how many sticks there are. Let's see. I guess there's six. There's six of these sticks in this particular one I'm holding. And there are, I don't know, probably 20 to 30 different rubber bands. Now imagine our body. Our body has hundreds of bones and muscles and ligaments and tendons and different attachments. So imagine you have good posture as a kid, right? You have muscle balance, but you get a little older and you do a lot of sitting, you're at your job, you're stressing out a little bit, and little by little, you change the tension of the muscles until the bones are not looking like they should. Now you come into the house and you're sitting at dinner, and someone pokes you in the back and says, sit up straight, but you have this jumbled mess of bones and muscles and tendons that are just not allowing you to properly sit up. So you might know intellectually that posture is important, but if your neck is tight, if your lower back is tight, you physically cannot just say, oh, I need to sit up straight. It's internal. Posture is a lot like breathing. 99% of the day, you're not even thinking about it. You forgot you were breathing until I said that word, right? And same thing with posture. You don't realize what position your body is in most of the day because it's subconscious. Have you ever been able to recognize somebody from far away? Let's say you can't see their face, but you can see their walk. That's posture, right? Position, posture and position, we can use those interchangeably. So this is a very powerful way with this concept called tensegrity to just visualize what is actually happening. And you could imagine what needs to happen, right? Now, let me ask you a question. If you take all these pulleys, these rubber band things, and squeeze them and you manipulate the bones or the sticks into a different pattern, how do we change this? Now, obviously, with this, you just let go and the tension restores. But with our bodies, what do you think is a smarter piece of your body, the muscles or the bones? Well, we cannot control the bones directly. We can control the muscles, and the muscles move the bones. So if you take someone like a chiropractor, right? I have nothing against chiropractors. I have nothing against the chiropractic industry. I've had a lot of good chiropractors, but just in this one particular instance, I would say muscles move bones. So if you are out of alignment and you force the bones into a different position, that might provide some relief, but eventually those muscles, if they're not trained properly, they will move the bones back out of position. So the best chiropractors will tell you, okay, I just adjusted you. Now you have to do these exercises, right? So it's these exercises that I have devoted the last 2 decades of my life to studying and figuring out exactly how they influence each other and how we can actually get those muscles to move the bones so we can restore posture, we can restore balance and the proper position of the body so that aches and pains go down or completely get eliminated. So that's a little concept of tensegrity, and a very powerful concept. As simple as this seems, if you multiply this out to the entire body and try to imagine all the muscles, muscle groups, you have synergists, muscles that work together. You have antagonists, muscles that are working opposing each other. This is a very powerful concept. Let me know if you have any questions on this. All of the classes that I take you guys through are related to this concept. The concept of we're working this muscle, now we're working the opposite muscle, and we're trying to get them to balance out, to calm down, and to restore the feeling of being pain-free. So that's the whole goal. Eliminate that chronic pain and get you to the point where you're pain-free.